The vertical farming industry is now worth over $8 billion globally, and it's projected to grow by nearly 20% every year throughout the next decade. Rising populations, water scarcity, and climate instability are forcing agriculture to use vertical spaces, where crops grow under LED lights and climate-controlled towers that use up to 95% less water and 90% less land. In this video, we'll explore 4 companies leading this multi-billion-dollar transformation and how their technology could redefine how big cities can feed themselves. From Japan's fruit traditions to New Jersey's warehouses, Oishii is transforming how we think about vertical farming. Founded in 2016 by Hiroki Koga and Brendan Somerville, Oishii merges Japanese craftsmanship with cutting-edge vertical farming technology to grow one of the world's most delicate fruits that needs careful attention, the strawberry. Their flagship product, the omakaase berry, is famous for its sweetness and aroma, but what makes Oishii stand out isn't just luxury, it's precision. Inside their vertical farms, everything from light to humidity is calibrated to mimic a perfect spring day in Japan. Even bees are brought inside for natural pollination, which is a rare feature in indoor farming. Every detail is managed through AI and sensors that collect billions of data points annually, which allows companies to adjust every condition for optimal flavor and better texture. Oishii's newest facility in New Jersey spans over 237,000 square feet, and it is one of the world's largest indoor strawberry farms. It runs on solar power and recycles up to 95% of its water, which cuts the whole building's waste and emissions. While many vertical farms have struggled with high costs, Oishii's strategy focuses on high-value crops rather than commodities. Their strawberries reach Brix levels between 12 and 15, which is double the sweetness of most U.S. strawberries, and their local, pesticide-free production eliminates long-distance shipping, which mostly prevents spoilage and food waste. Founded in 2013, Infarm started as a small indoor farming experiment in Berlin, and today it has grown into a global food tech unicorn, which was valued at over $1 billion at its peak. By using stacked, modular hydroponic systems and AI-driven monitoring, Infarm can grow leafy greens right in places where people shop and eat. At the heart of its approach is its modular vertical farm unit. Each unit uses hydroponic systems to grow plants without soil, and they are equipped with energy-efficient LED lighting and AI-controlled sensors that analyze temperature and nutrient levels in real time to ensure optimal conditions for each crop. These units can be installed in supermarkets, restaurants, and even warehouses. By growing food in the city, the company dramatically reduces transportation emissions, and studies estimate that these kinds of vertical farms can reduce food miles by up to 90% compared to traditional supply chains. Water usage of these systems is also drastically lower. Hydroponic systems recycle water continuously, using up to 95% less water than soil-based agriculture. Pesticides are also unnecessary, which means these systems can bring safer produce for consumers and less chemical runoff for the environment. Finally, because crops are harvested on-site and on-demand, and they reach the consumer at peak freshness, the whole process minimizes spoilage and drastically reduces agriculture's food waste. Aerofarms began in 2004 with a radical idea that farming doesn't need soil, sunlight, or even the open air. From then, the company has grown into one of the world's most recognized names in vertical farming. Operating massive indoor farms that are powered by aeroponic technology, Aerofarms grows fresh greens using 95% less water and a fraction of the land that was used by traditional agriculture. Over 2 decades, the company has turned warehouses into high-tech ecosystems, and it has been merging biology and engineering to grow food in some of the most unlikely places on Earth. Aerofarm's core innovation lies in its aeroponic growing system, where plants are rooted in reusable fabric instead of soil, and they are fed with nutrient-rich vapor in a climate-controlled environment. This approach uses 95% less water, has around 400 times more yield than traditional farming, and does not use any pesticides or herbicides. By controlling everything from airflow to lighting and nutrition, the system eliminates the unpredictability of outdoor farming. It also collects millions of data points on how different plants grow and feeds this data into AI systems that continuously optimize growing conditions for flavor and nutrition. Tiny but nutrient-dense plants like kale, bok choy, and arugula that can contain up to 40 times more nutrients than mature vegetables are usually grown in these vertical farms. These greens are now available in major U.S. supermarkets and are part of a fast-growing premium produce segment. At its peak, Aerofarms operated one of the largest vertical farms in the world, which is a 70,000 square foot facility in New Jersey. It later expanded to Virginia, where it built a new 150,000 square foot facility in Danville. From the frozen north of Europe, a Finnish startup is proving that farming doesn't need sunlight, soil, or even seasons. Founded in 2017, IFarm builds automated indoor farms that can grow fresh greens all year round, even during Finland's darkest winters. At the heart of its innovation is a digital platform called GrowTune, which is an AI-powered system that tracks and optimizes every stage of plant growth. Using sensors, cameras, and computer vision, GrowTune automatically adjusts lighting, humidity, and nutrient levels for each plant species. The result of this system is a closed, self-learning ecosystem that produces consistent, high-quality crops without using pesticides or long supply chains. The system recycles water vapor from the plants themselves, which allows farms to use less water and significantly reduces energy waste. IFarm is also integrating autonomous drones to monitor crops inside its farms. These drones are equipped with high-resolution cameras and computer vision software, and they can navigate narrow aisles between plant racks to capture detailed images of leaves and the whole plant's growth stages. The vertical farming revolution is still in its early stages, but it is growing really fast. According to a report by Mark and Spark Solutions, the global vertical farming market could surpass $25 billion by 2030, and this growth will be fueled by growing urbanization and climate adaptation needs. In the coming decade, these farms could become as common in cities as solar panels on rooftops, and they start growing local food where it's needed the most. As energy systems become cleaner and more efficient, the economics of vertical farming could shift dramatically. With solar and wind integrated into building systems, future farms might operate almost entirely off-grid and produce food with minimum emissions.